No time to look back. There is no time to look back, and I'll tell you why. Because what we do now is going to change the course of history, and we have to be on the right side of history. Less than 18 hours ago, I was in Ukraine, and I saw some of the same images I've seen on multiple trips, and I have to ask myself, why? Why are we continuing to see this, and why are we continuing to let it happen? I acknowledge, I appreciate, I thank everyone for everything they're doing to support Ukraine, but I've got to say that at times we've been timid. We've been helpful, but we've been slow, and at times we've been indecisive. We're not providing Ukraine everything that they need to win this war. And worse, we're asking Ukraine to fight this war in a way that we would not fight it ourselves. So why are we holding back? Some are operating from fear. I'll tell you, no one has ever won a fight being scared of the consequences. John McCain said, to not provoke Putin is to show weakness, which will 100% provoke Putin. All of you know that quote. Senator McCain understood the consequences of our near silence when Russia went into Crimea and pushed west into Donbass. This time, we cannot fail in our judgment. We have no room to fail. Some are concerned about politics. Well, those politics are getting people killed every single day. Some are worried about escalating the war. For those, I simply ask if you're even paying attention to how the geopolitical landscape is changing and has already changed. It's not to our advantage. It's to no one's advantage that's sitting in this room. And do you have the slightest idea of what our world will look like if we fail Ukraine? On my last trip, well, a few trips ago, I met a 19-year-old girl who lost her leg, and she told me, all I want to do is go back and fight on the front line. That is the will of the Ukrainian people. I met a young man, Dennis, who lost both his left arm and both of his legs in Bakhmut. He wants to go to school so that he can counsel other amputees. I think about a 14-year-old boy, Arthur, who I met, and he was simply walking down a street in his hometown, and a Russian rocket hit, a missile hit, and basically the fragments destroyed his arm. The future of these young people has been altered forever. And unfortunately, there's thousands of these stories. No American would accept this for their child. No Brit would accept this for their child. No one in this room would accept it for their child. So why do we allow it to continue?